So, all right, let me see this video. Hi, everybody. IWC Coast to Coast. I'm Ed, JD on the other side. We're watching the Raja videos. Shit. Yep. Reddit finally doing something right for a change. Okay. That's right. You get him out of here. He's a bum. Uh huh. Come on, you fucking dummy. Yeah, let's get him back in the ring. Troy, you got the shit just kicked out of him. Holy shit. Why in the world would you roll this guy back into the fucking ring? And what are you gonna do now? You gonna hit him with the fucking flag? See, that's why I don't know. Okay, so that happened. I don't. Is this after the shit? Is this after the beatdown? No, I don't think so, bro. No, this is the whole. This is the whole bit. Like I remember this kind of thing. Here's the dentist, and here comes. All right, here he comes. Here comes this fucking moron. Now look at this. Now look at this. He picks him up and he slant. You can see his head, fucking backband right there. And then he's laying in these fucking. Oh my god. Oh god, it's fucking. And then they finally realized, okay, this dude is a fucking psychopath. We need to hold him back. Here's the dentist. Now, okay, now I know what you meant by this guy. What this guy's gonna do. I thought it was gonna be the dentist here, the one in black. And here they are. They're holding him back and everything else. And then here we go. 1, 2, 3 to fucking finish the match. And the dude, like the guy, one of the guys holding him back. That's my favorite part. Like back up like 2 or 3 seconds. Fucking Cliff fucking Richards over here. Fucking looks at the count. Looks at the count, and it's like, really? Right. Look. Here's Cliff. Okay. 1, 2, and look at Cliff. Are you fucking shitting me? Are you Moondog dumbass over here doesn't realize that his fucking guy just got the shit kicked out of him. No, that's a good angle of it. No, this fucking idiot. All right, folks. So we're gonna mention some of it. I don't want to go like hard on this really because I got a show to do tomorrow, and I'll probably go even harder on that tomorrow. But pardon me. But no, this is the biggest thing that happened in like professional wrestling, honestly, in maybe the past few years, and it's the worst thing that I could have possibly have ever seen. And I'm really, really disgusted. Terrible, fucking, terrible, fucking black eye here for wrestling, for pro wrestling. You kicked me out. Ugh. So do I have it? Do I have it here on my Twitter? Maybe I don't know. I was looking up for a bunch of. Here we go. So let me see if I could share my Discord with you at the same time. I'm not entirely. You have to give me a second, folks. I don't know how to do most of this shit. You could share my Discord with you at the same time. I'm not entirely. You have to give me a second, folks. I don't know how to. All right, cool. So this dumb nincompoop decided that he was going to follow in his father's footsteps. His father, of course, being a UFC and MMA legend, and potentially the newest guy to the UFC bankrupt panel pretty soon. I'm sure after all this is Rampage Jackson. This is his boy, his son, the cream of his crop, Roger, aka Raja, because they don't know how to talk correctly. And he's a live streamer on Kick who goes around and tries to get into MMA fights because no one wants to book him. He has a 0-1 record, so you can even tell by his fucking work that he's even not worth the book. And he decided to show up at a wrestling event. I have no idea how he showed up at this wrestling event. This is Knox Pro Wrestling, right, JD? This is Rikishi's Fed. Rikishi, you fat Malaysian fucking bitch. Look what your promotion fucking did to pro wrestling. Let me see. Let me guess. How is this going to fucking not affect Samoans? I wonder. So, good. Thank you, H. Thank you, H, for trying to save. I never thought I'd say this in my life. Thank you, Triple H, for trying to save the business. Because apparently, when you allow the business to be led by people who should probably have been away from it 10 years after their ass got over, literally, possibly we could have gotten a little bit farther ahead. But no, we have this going on. So this is Knox Pro Wrestling out of Los Angeles. I never heard of the promotion before, and thank God, you know. And so this guy shows up. This Raja, uh, Sun Valley, California. Sun Valley, California needs to do an investigation the same way they used to do to Eaton Rotten, like in Indiana and shit. I don't give a shit if we shut down wrestling in California. I don't care. If this is what's going to happen, and you're gonna and there's going to be uh, actual old timer responsibilities to this. Yeah, it's time to shut shit down in California if that's needed. And I'm sorry to say that because there's a lot of really great promotions out in here in California. But yeah, yeah. All right. Let's hear. Hold on before we go into it. Uh, this guy decided to show up to a show, and through a series of unfortunate events, which I don't mind breaking down, we're going to watch some of the video to put it out. Through a series of unfortunate events, ended up showing, and I don't like saying this kind of shit because it really gulls me sometimes. Like, I feel the bile in my mouth when I say shit like this. Shows the complete animal that we're fucking dealing with a lot of young people and a lot of people who can't handle society trying to be as peaceful and as tolerant as possible. So, with that, let's hear what Knox Pro Wrestling has to say about this event before we get really into it. Okay.
What was supposed to be a planned and agreed upon wrestling spot turned into a selfish, irresponsible act of violence against Mr. Smith. This egregious act is reprehensible and never should have occurred. In the 17 years of operation of Knox Pro Wrestling Academy, there has never been anything as heinous to take place such as this, and we apologize to our patrons and fans.
That's a real right pretty speech there you got there, sir. You know what the worst part of this whole thing is? I'm gonna get into it. But you know what really picks at my fucking pubic hairs is
What?
is like all day today overlooking all of this that happened and everything. I kept running into the whole. I kept running into the word fake a lot.
Yeah.
I kept running into the word how wrestling is fake a lot today. Folks, I want you to know, and we're gonna talk. We might talk about this a little bit too. I want you to know that this is what happens when you tell people like things are fake. You trigger idiots like this to believe that if something is fake, then they have to be real. Because nobody is going to fucking disrespect them or nobody's going to, make them come off like a bunch of fucking jerks or, what have you. Certain people can't separate fiction from reality. And when you tell people that this type of entertainment is fake, what happens is people who can't separate fake from reality try to bring their fucked up reality into our nice fake sport. And this is not, and it really fucking galls me. So, uh, this is this guy, this fucking asshole. I don't know, dude. Do you want to say anything about this? Like, I don't want to. I don't want to kill the whole thing on me. You know.
Well, I'm just reading up more information on the story. Apparently, I'm reading another post on Reddit, and he's saying, "I hate." This is what it says word for word. I hate to make a post like this, but I have friends who work at Knox, and I'm devastated that I am devastated or feeling the effects of this. But I need to shine a light on not only the failure of the promotion to discuss an outsider's simple run-in spot, but this wrestler named AJ Mana, and give attention to this idiot who was by far the biggest offender outside of Raja Jackson. Raja was fully aware that Stu thought it was a work. He was told by Reno, the ex owner of Knox, a spot would be set up between the two. No spot was set up the whole show. AJ Mana then proceeded to tell Roger give Stu a receipt. So Roger took this as permission to attempt first degree murder.
Yeah. Uh huh.
So basically, they're saying that this wrestler AJ Mana pulled him aside and said, just rough him up a little bit. Give him a couple of punches
Give
and
him what
receipt.
for? Give him a
This is all,
receipt.
it all started because earlier in the day, there's a video. Let me send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me. I got most of the videos actually. Let's watch some of these videos that I got. I got like the fight, and I think I have a couple of things leading up to the fight. So we'll watch these videos. If it's any different than the one that you have, we'll watch that one too.
Well, you have the beer can video?
I think so. So let me just go. Let's watch the progression of unfortunate events that led to arguably the thing that's going to kill professional wrestling in at least California, and at the very least for hundreds of thousands of people. Like you are going to see a ratings drop after this. I hope you all know.
Oh, that's Psycho Stu.
You hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Psycho Stu, the beer gut here. He's a 15-year vet. He's apparently an army veteran also, and we'll talk about that probably. We'll mention that probably too later. But he's apparently been in the business 15 years since 2009. I've never had the pleasure of meeting him, but I mean, I have nothing against the boys. And the guy's named Psycho Stu. I knew a Psycho once. He was pretty cool. So, from what I'm told, Stu is a pretty neat guy and a stand-up individual. Here is Raka's uh,
Roger.
Kick account. He's doing a Kick stream at the moment, and he went backstage into a wrestling event. I don't know. No one knows yet if he was invited back there or not. Like if he was invited or he just showed up. Because this is happening apparently in like some flea market in Los Angeles.
Venue, by the way.
What? Some flea
It
market.
just
I don't know.
nothing says low rent, low budget wrestling like at a flea market.
Right. I mean, yeah. Okay. I didn't mean to ruin the prestige of Knox Pro Wrestling. I apologize.
I don't think I ever heard of them until yesterday.
No, neither had I. And they have a WWE ID. Well, they did have a WWE ID fucking developmental contract.
Yeah,
The only way that this story would be good on my end is if Rick Bassman were involved.
Oh.
That's the only way this would be good on my end. Where's Bob Barnett on this? I'm sure he'll figure it out.
I've seen Bob Barnett on Facebook in a long time.
I love you, Bob. We love you. I have a legal question. You need to call me.
Yeah. You need to be worried about Psycho Stu.
Psycho.
Oh, all right. So this is Psycho Stu, and this is apparently the AJ guy.
All right.
Back here, Cowboy.
Yeah.
This right here is the co-promoter. I guess he's another Samoan. I don't know if he's actually related to the Samoan family or not, but apparently he's the co-promoter.
Okay.
So, just to give some clarity on everything that's around here.
Oh, Stu.
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a little.
Oh,
you don't sell it? He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
yeah. What the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it? Dude, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, I will fuck him
we're
up,
good.
bro.
I know you will.
Nah.
We're good.
I will
Sorry
fuck him
about
up,
that.
bro.
I know you will.
I don't play that shit.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so
Nah, I will fuck him up.
all right, so
Simple misunderstanding.
simple misunderstanding by Stu. Apparently, Stu here thought that this guy, this Raja, was a worker because he's backstage at a wrestling show. Usually, wrestlers are backstage at a wrestling show. By the way,
Right.
Tomorrow, everyone, please join us on the Barroom Podcast. I'll end up retweeting that when it comes out. But I'm going to explain probably some things about how shit works, and one of those things is we need to, as professional wrestler related people, we need to learn to protect the business, and that means not inviting retards backstage who don't fucking belong there.
Or maybe
And
have some security keep people out or whatever.
You would think so. You would think at least they're Samoans. You'd think at least there'd be two big 500-pound motherfuckers waiting in the back in black, waiting for somebody to fucking start something. But no. Apparently that doesn't work in this promotion. I don't know how they didn't get that many Samoans out there.
I'm just remembering. You ever see the movie Body Slam with Roddy Piper?
Of course.
I'm just thinking of the Wild Samoan, the Offer and Seeker. They played the bodyguards to the bad guy in the movie,
Right.
and I'm just thinking of when they were tearing apart everything.
See, there should be somebody. Alpha and Sika would be back there eating fucking raw chicken. I don't know why. Be doing something to make this guy think that he shouldn't be back there. So So this guy, and tomorrow also in the show, I'm probably gonna have to do like a Secrets of the Ring kind of a thing where I get to put the black mask on. Maybe I'll bring my own stunt granny. I don't know, but I guess I
Oh,
got to do a
sure.
Secrets.
As if kayfabe wasn't dead enough.
Right. I like to point out everybody who uses the word kayfabe from now on has absolutely no idea what the fuck they're talking about. You don't know what kayfabe is. You don't know what wrestling terms are. I talk in wrestling terms. I'm a wrestling analyst and personality.
I'm just a
Oh, by the
nobody.
way, I got slammed on my head before it, so I get to use the terms. If there's one thing I agree with Ric Flair on, it's that. These are my words, not yours. So apparently, dummies on the internet don't know what a work is and don't know how to fucking work. So I'm going to teach you a little bit of secrets of the ring right here. You can see him not grabbing his head, right? He
Yeah.
has a hand. He has a handful of bushled hair there, right? Big old hand of corn rolls, and he's gonna fucking whale it in and crack, right? Oh my god, he hit him with a can. I don't know if you
See,
can
and
see this.
he didn't really hit him that hard with it.
No, but can you see this? Look how
Yeah.
big his hand. Can you see how big his hand is compared
Yeah.
to the can?
Yeah.
You fucking marks, not you, Jay, but you marks, you stupid IWC marks out there that don't know how to work. Have never seen a real fight in your life, and that's the reason why you'll defend this dummy. You don't hit somebody in wrestling with a can with the can. You hold the can inside your palm, and when you hit someone, you hit them with your thumb, and you crack the can inside your hand.
Ah.
I know! Dun dun dun! I wish I had one of those stream decks. I could push the button. I could play the fucking music or something. Some fucking stinger right here to make you realize, you idiots, that that's not. You don't. He never hit him with the can.
Oh, it was like a love tap.
It was barely that. I mean, he can work. This guy can throw a punch. Good job on you, Psycho Stu. I never seen you work, but I know you can throw a punch. Apparently, you were able to convince this idiot you could throw a real fucking punch with a can in your hand. See, okay, now he's trying to put his hands on him. Now, okay, that right there is a bit too much, Stu. I don't know if Stu is a little inebriated. Maybe that's where the can came from. He tried to bust a couple of, wanted to bust a beer can over his head. But putting your hands on the back of a man's neck is not a good idea, Stu.
Now, is it protocol? Well, I don't know. Protocol is the right word here, but is it normal for there to be a lot of beer backstage at a show?
There's a lot of everything backstage at a show. That's why I knew this
Well,
was a
that's
fucking.
beside.
That's why. Right. Well, that's how I knew this was a flea
That's,
market, because if there's a bunch of beer backstage, yeah, there's probably a 12. There's probably a 24 pack backstage to share among the boys. You get a beer, but you're not supposed to get a beer before your match or anything. You're not supposed to be plastered before your match. You're supposed to maybe
right.
drink one beer, maybe at the beginning of the show, just to get your wits about you. Keep your shooting hand straight.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? So you make it through. You have one beer throughout the show, and then after the show, you can have a couple of more maybe, and whatever else you plan on imbibing in. I don't know, Psycho Stew. I don't know what you imbibe in. If you're in California, I'm sure you imbibe with the green stuff probably a lot more than usual. If you're a vet, I'm even more sure of it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, like. But it's not even like the can's the problem. Like, if he was a little drunk, if he was tipsy, if he was a whatever, I can see where he thought Here's a kid. Here's a guy who has a camera following him around everywhere he goes, and he's a worker. I got to get on camera, right?
Right.
Perfectly logical. When you're a worker, perfectly logical idea. And he doesn't know if he's part of the show. That's why I'm like, who invited this guy to show up? Because if he's not part of the show, he shouldn't be backstage unless he's like with a fucking escort or somebody is fucking holding his hand. Because that's what I'd say
Yeah.
put him on a leash, but holding his hand and fucking carry this kid around.
Right. Where's the promoter in all this?
Right. And
Wouldn't
apparently
he
the
be like,
promoters the
like the promoter could be like, he's a guest of mine and everything, just saying hi, whatever.
mm-hmm. So Stu, not a good idea to put your hands on him. And here's where I think he thought he was supposed to be working, right? And here's the
Yeah.
promoter right here giggling to himself like a little schoolgirl. And so Stu goes, okay. He's not a worker. I'm putting my hands off of him. Stu takes his hands off. Cowboy over here fucking grabs him, and fucking pulls him back. Raja's getting upset about it. I don't know what he's upset about. He knows it's a wrestling show, but
Well, in the words of Dave Chappelle, he's got to keep it real.
absolutely. You gotta keep it as real as that fucking turn up haircut. Here's a promoter. Trying to be a nice guy, trying to separate the two of them. Hold him back. Now I can understand. Right here. I can understand Raja being a little miffed. You show up at a show. You were probably invited by somebody you don't know, but why not show up? You you know, and you got a guy who comes up to you and thinks he's gonna get over on you by fucking breaking a can over your head. I can see where Raja's upset. Not, not. I'm going to fucking put this motherfucker in the hospital for the fucking night, and make sure he has brain damage for the rest of his life, guaranteed. I'm not gonna fucking go that far, but I will say that he has some business to say some shit back. Let's go to the next vid, which is apparently the vid that we all fucking hate. What's the next vid after this? Okay, yeah, that's fine. So here's where this guy comes in, big tackle there by Psycho Sid or Psycho Stu. Now, I don't know what happened between all of this. We're probably going to get to maybe a little bit more video. I don't know what happened between all of this, but I'm going to say that nobody told Stu what this guy Raja was going to do to him.
Right.
Raja came in like a mark from the crowd and picked up Stu. Stu has no idea what's fucking going on. He's looking at fucking canvas right now. So he's gonna be looking at nothing. Bam. So
Now, before we get to before we get into anything else, now, it, don't they teach guys how to counter? Some guys just come in and pick them up or whatever. Don't they teach guys how to counter a grapple or something?
okay, so that's why I think Stu I think was told probably
Yeah.
that this guy was going to do something. He
Yeah.
didn't know what it was. And then this kid comes in, he's going to pick him up. Oh, Stu's like, okay, he's going to go for a slam. All right. Because you can see Stu he's putting his arms late. He's linking his arms. He's
Right.
preparing. He's preparing for a fucking Alabama slam, right?
Yeah.
A big old fucking Alabama slam. Here he comes. This kid is obviously stronger than he looks. I
Right.
never would have thought this kid was this fucking strong. He fucking lifted Stu up like it was a fucking child. He picked him up like it was a fuck. That's a barrel of that's a bag of rice right there with Stu. And so he
Yeah,
picks him up.
Stu's got to weigh what, about 250?
He's at least 250, 260 at the very least. So Stu, realizing it's going for a slam, hooks his hands. He's ready for it. He's setting himself up. You can see Stu is also buckling his legs.
Yeah.
Stu's buckling his legs because to get a slam, he doesn't know where this slam is going to end up. He's dealing with somebody who obviously has never been trained in any actual form of fighting. All he's been trained in is hood fighting and getting punched by his father. Stu is a professional.
Oh,
What?
I'm sorry.
Stu.
I got lung problems. I laugh. I cough easily.
Okay. Stu is a professional. He realizes that this kid doesn't know what to do with this slam, so he's going to lock his legs so at any time this guy slams him, hopefully he slams him the way that he thinks he's going to. But what Stu's idea
Right.
here is that Stu's idea is that when he gets slammed, he's going to try to fall on his shoulder. That's Stu's plan right here. He's gonna try to fall on his
Right.
shoulder so that his shoulder gets the fucking gets the slam on it. And instead, as opposed to what you would do with an Alabama slam, which is straight down, right?
Mm-hmm.
This guy does it curved. You see that curve? That little curve? It's
Yeah.
very slight, but you see that little small curve? Because he's holding up a big guy. It's a balancing act. He doesn't know how to
Yeah.
balance a big man like that on top of him. So he's throwing him down at a curve. Here's the instinct of Stu to put his leg down to catch it. Leg, butt, back, and the worst part is right there. Wham. This kid threw him so hard to the ring that Stu landed. He landed sideways. You see how his arm is out, his shoulder's up here?
Yeah.
He landed sideways. This kid threw him so hard to the mat that Stu's head bounced. How many inches is that from the fucking? How many inches is that from the ring?
That looks like a good 5 or 6.
That's a good 5 or 6 inches. Stu's head bounced off the fucking ring. So the only true benefit out of all of this is that Stu may have been knocked out beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay? The only true benefit out of all this is maybe Stu didn't feel what's about to happen to him by a fucking savage. So Stu is out. Stu's gone. Look how hard this. Look, 6 inches off, and then he still bounces to the corner. He's bouncing to the momentum that this kid fucking threw him at.
Yeah.
You see that? Jesus. And then the worst thing in the history of pro wrestling. I don't like. Oh, I watched it on television when Owen fucking fell. Right. I
Luckily, they
fucking
didn't
wrote.
show it.
They didn't show it, but I mean, we were there when Lawler and JR gave that announcement. You know, we were there when Vince came out and said what happened with Chris.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's not like we haven't thought of some really horrible shit that's gone on in this business. This is the worst thing that has ever happened to professional wrestling. Bar fucking none. I don't think it has nothing to do with killing the business. Has nothing to do with, nobody fucking knowing nothing or whatever the fuck. It has everything to do with this, allowing this to happen in the way that it did. Is what I mean. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? So. One, two, three, four, five. Now, everyone on the internet, there's people on the internet. I don't know if you know this, Jay, but there's people on the internet who believe that these are work punches.
I've seen enough work punches in my life. I've seen enough work, quote unquote, worked punches in my life to know what's worked and what's real.
Right. Because a lot of these people on the internet, right? And I'm not, of course, I'm not including you because you're a real man. You've fucking been around at least. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You're a real man. You understand what the fuck is going on here. There's a lot of idiots on the internet, and this is what I wanted to talk about earlier, because this is what happened fucking last week. What happened fucking last week with fucking with fuck, oh, what the fuck? What happened last week in wrestling?
I don't know. What happened last week?
With Cornette, right? That's what I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about Cornette and his guy fucking splitting up. His illustrator splitting up, and
Yeah, because apparently the guy was a secret Republican or something.
Right, and he follows the show. I hope he follows our show soon, but he follows the Barroom podcast and everything else. So I know he listens to us. I'm almost afraid that we've kind of turned him against him, but I'm just saying that Jim Cornette, right, is a far left nut, and like we were talking about on the show, we were talking about like the just the whole shady business of trying to pay your dues or trying to get respect in the business or any of this stuff, because it kind of translates to real life in a way. You're paying your dues in real life sometimes. You got to work the business sometimes in real life. And what we're dealing with now are people who, like I said earlier, they can't tell the difference between reality and fantasy, fake and real. And this is what I mean, if this happened at Disneyland, first off, nobody would be calling it fake. If this dude was laying this shit down on fucking Minnie Mouse, nobody would be calling this fake. Maybe some people would be laughing about it, and you can laugh all you fucking want. I won't, but you can laugh all you want. But nobody would call that fake. But because this is a wrestling ring, and because we have a guy who's obviously mentally unhinged, he was probably born that way. Probably got dropped inside of a fucking bleach tub. Because we're dealing with a mental deficient like Raja fucking Rampage Jackson.
Something like this before?
Huh?
Hasn't Rampage done something like this before?
Rampage has done quite a lot of things before, and the fact that we might even get into that, the fact that he's trying to write this all off. Find a couple of videos of where Rampage is like, oh, he's my son, and I put bail money towards him. My other sons, they're gonna go to college, but the college money I put for this one, this fucking beast, I fucking put bail money towards that. He collected interest on bail money for his fucking kid because he knew he was a fucking animal. Thanks, Rampage. Again, I don't like saying shit like this. I don't like being angry. I don't like being fucking sad. This is the saddest fucking thing I've ever seen. This ruined my weekend. I had a lovely fucking weekend planned. And this ruined my weekend and probably the rest of my week. It was just ugh. And the fact that there are people out there who are trying to make this as it's fake. You fucking bums. You hobos. You fucking bail bond recipients.
It might have started off fake, but it didn't. It definitely ended. It didn't end that way.
I don't know where if there was any fake part, it was maybe the beer can, and that's because I know how to work and I can tell you how he did it.
Yeah.
That's the only fake part of this whole thing. And let's get back to fucking the baboon here, fucking smacking this guy around. Look at this. Now, okay, now the dentist here and fucking looking like Peter Chris. The dentist here is trying to pull this guy off. Folks, if you want to be a professional wrestler, I want you to please learn not how to fight. You don't have to learn how to fight, but learn how to grab somebody and pull them off, please. Like if you're gonna pretend to wrestle, maybe learn a little bit of wrestling first before you go to pretend wrestling school, and learn how to pretend to wrestle. Okay? Please. The fact that nobody, first off, I don't know what the referee is doing. I'd like to point out that if this was 1998, fucking Nick Patrick would fucking be getting a chokehold on Naja here. Right? The referees would fucking know how to handle this situation back in the 90s, back in 2000, maybe even in 2010 when Psycho decided to join. Maybe he thought there'd be some professionalism in the past 15 years. But no, it just became a bunch of children pretending to put on fucking makeup, dentist man children who try to put on makeup every weekend to try to pretend that they want to live out their fucking fantasies. And this is what happens when that fantasy gets fucking ruined. So,
Yeah.
take it away, Catman. How you gonna block this guy? Look at that. He didn't even look. He gave up. He gave up in the middle of it. Do you see that? Okay, come on, come on. Jesus
What a,
Christ!
you mean you wouldn't tackle him? You wouldn't kick? Give him a straight kick to the face or something?
Nothing. He literally said, "Oh, come on. Look at him. He's like a mime. A mime came to save this man." The mime came to save the man. He's like, "Oh, come on, dude. Invisible wall, right?" And of course now he fucking then somebody, I don't know who this guy is. I'm glad he fucking decided to actually stop. I'm glad somebody who's might have been trained in wrestling decided to show up to this beatdown of his supposed friends. But that's another fucking story, I guess. That's a different kind of thing. And of course they're trying to work. These guys over here, they're trying to work. Dumbo and fucking what's his name? Fucking trying to hit this guy with a fucking, I don't know what is that, a pouch? What do you have in the pouch, you moron? Is it bricks? If this was 1983, this would be bricks in there. No, what you fill it up with? Fucking stuffed animals, you dummy. Oh, and here comes the fucking what are they called again in the Warriors? The Skeezers.
I forget their names. Yeah.
Whatever the fuck their name is. Here he comes.
Oh, the baseball team?
The baseball team, the baseball team and the Warriors. What were they called? Bases
Hold on.
loaded. The ground outs. He's fucking showing up. He needs to get his spot in. He shows up later, by the way. He needs to get his spots in. Because the one thing these fucking morons know is that they need to get their shit in before anyone actually fucking stops a beatdown in the middle of the goddamn ring.
Oh, it was the Baseball Furies or the
The
Furies.
baseball Furies. Ooh. Man, oh man. So
The
here we
Furies
go.
were
Finally.
predominantly. I never knew all this about them. The Furies are predominantly German, Irish, Italian, Russian, and Polish.
So they're the white gang. That's why they're playing baseball. Didn't notice that, did you either? Didn't notice that either. Alright, so that's what happened to this dummy, and that's what happened to all these fucking morons. We're gonna get some other video too, but so like a fucking roach, like a cockroach, right? This fucking dummy decides that he's gonna just sneak out before the police show up, before anyone shows up. He decides to bounce out of the fucking flea market, and he makes his way down the road, right?
Yeah.
Now this whole time, this is how stupid this guy is. This whole time, and we're gonna show you. I'm gonna show some video a little bit in a bit to show you how even more stupid this guy is. But this whole time, he's live streaming to his fucking Kick account.
Yeah.
Right? This is 2 hours worth of this guy's premeditated fucking shit. His premeditated attempted murder on this fucking psycho stew. So he remember that part in Rope when they kill the guy and they're all trying and they're together and they're trying to figure out how to come up with the perfect idea of what happened, right?
Yeah.
So that's what this guy's equivalent to that is.
Hello?
Hey, where the hell you at? I told you to double leg that motherfucker and start welding him. I just saw the video.
Shit pissed me off though, Andre.
I understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up. He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
My
You
bad.
didn't have to do all that shit. I understand.
My bad.
I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to fucking take it care of this.
I'll call you back later.
Let's go. Ready? Get in the car. Let's go. Does he have? I'm just looking at his shirt. Does he have the guy's blood on him?
He has blood all over his shirt. Look at this. Look at this fucking mongrel. He has this guy's blood all over this shirt. You fucking marks. What do you think he did? Bite a fucking blood capsule? He has blood all over this fucking shirt. It's fucking sprayed across him. And here he is calling his fucking agent, his lawyer, or whatever the fuck. And the agent of the lawyer is like, you were just supposed to double leg drop him. What the fuck did you do the wrist for? I was pissed off. That's not an excuse, stupid. You uncivilized fucking. Ugh.
Don't say it.
I'm trying not to. I'm so trying not to. But you know I want to. Anyway. This guy's blood on his shirt, and then listen to this.
Fucking flatline, bro.
He's flatlined. The fucking lawyer says he's flatlined.
Fucking flatline, bro.
My
You
bad.
didn't have to do all that shit.
My bad.
My
You
bad.
didn't have to do all that shit. I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to fucking take it there.
All right, I'll call you back later.
I understand you all had heat. What heat? What, the beer can? Is that what heat is nowadays?
Like I said, you got to keep it real.
They love to keep it real. Real dumb. No, I didn't say it, but I had Chris Rock imply it.
Paying for it?
Here we go. The fucking the proud father with another fucking degenerate. So Rampage, because he's I don't know, he's out fucking, he's all fucking girls in Thailand or whatever the fuck. You know what they say about girls in Thailand? Half of them have dicks, and that's because the other ones have that's because the other half have the balls. What?
I'm sorry. Like I said, I got a lung condition.
You have a lung condition. Every time you want to laugh, cough, cough, cough. Right. These are really good though. I'm actually coming up with them like pretty well.
Yeah.
So Rampage is out there trying to pretend that he's still attractive to 22-year-olds. And he's at a bar, I guess, and he's with Sneeko. And they finally gave
I have
Rampage the news.
no idea what Sneeko is.
Sneeko? Oh,
Yeah.
he's one of those male influencers, right?
Ah.
Who like flip flops on every issue wherever he comes across because he doesn't really have an opinion on anything. So yeah, he's giving money because he gets to say the word. I can't say the word, otherwise I get kicked off of Twitter and everywhere else. But he can say the word because people give him millions of dollars for no reason. So I'm not jealous or anything. I am jealous in the sense that he can say the word because he can afford it. I should be able to say the word because I believe it. Anyway. So Sneeko and Rampage are just hanging about, hanging with the family. And Rampage is now given the news about what his son, his precious boy, the seed of his loins, has done to a poor innocent Psycho Stu.
Paying for it? Paying for it? It was really bad?
That's what Chad was saying. They said it was bad.
Don't show it. Oh. Bad. Motherfucker, man.
I hope it was staged. I hope it's staged because sometimes people do hardcore. Some people do hardcore pro wrestling. Paying for it?
So here we go with the brilliance of Rampage. Motherfucker. So even Rampage was disgusted by his son's actions. I guess you could say there's something good in all this.
Unless he's just thinking of the Jackson name. I don't know.
Yeah, he could just be thinking, there goes my fucking kick money. So he decided to release a statement. I know that somewhere. Somewhere. He released a statement. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. So Rampage Jackson's son actually talked things out with Psycho Stu before the altercation. Huh. So apparently, Psycho Stu and Rampage's kid, Raja, decided to actually bury the heat that the lawyer claimed that everyone had.
to fucking seal that.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's gonna all work out.
Yeah. Hello.
I apologize.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were at work. Camera. I get it. We're working out. Well, he's gonna come out on your mat, Juice. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you
You know what I'm saying? We're always working.
So this is the co-promoter. I guess it's Rikishi's cousin or whatever. Okay. He has another Samoan name. I'm not sure. They're all Samoans are all cousins. So this is the promoter, and as you can see, Psycho Stu puts out his hand in friendship, and this ape decides to hand over his paw and shake hands with him. He does it again twice. Wow. Meeting of the minds here. Here he is, Psycho Stu, explaining that this is all. He thinks everything's a work.
Camera.
Think of the cameras, right? Because this dummy has a guy walking around with him all day with a camera. Is he thinks his life is incredibly interesting, walking around all day with a camera. Guess what, bitch? Where you're going, you're gonna have cameras following you 24/7, along with a couple of guys in blue. They're gonna make sure they know what you're up to. So here's Psycho Stu explaining himself. Here's dude fucking saying, okay. Here's the promoter saying, everything's a work. Everything. We always working. We working all the time. Oos. 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 We working all the time. Oos. You fucking idiot. Oos. We working all the time. Look, it's his Rampage Jackson self. Oos. And here's the guy fucking saying, okay, fine. I guess right here everyone should have thought that everything could have been squashed, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's what it looks like to me. I don't know. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah. Hey.
Turn off the.
I don't know. Usually when you shake, you shake.
Right. If you were a man, shaking your hand and fucking saying, I'm sorry, because that's what Psycho Stu said, is I'm sorry for this happening. And doing it again, apparently. So he's explaining himself. And I mean, where did this start? How did this start? How did we get from this to a fucking guy on his fucking back bleeding out of his ears?
Tell you guys this. They told me to hit him and just leave. Somebody who pull me off of him will leave. I'm telling you. I'm gonna hit him as many times as I can. Watch. No, they didn't tell me to fake him. They said I could hit him for real. Yeah, they allowed me to hit him for real. If he hits me back for real, I don't give a fuck. I want him to. Tell you.
Wow. So that was definitely premeditated and everything.
Wow.
Pre-planned. He said that they were, oh yeah, just give him one or two. And it was like, oh yeah.
He's literally, dude, his chat bigged him up and called him a bitch. And he's fucking talking about how he's going to go in there and fucking ruin this guy's life.
You guys did. They told me to hit him and just leave. Somebody who pull me off of him will leave. I'm telling you.
He told me, they told me to hit him and someone will pull me off and to just leave.
They told me to hit him and just leave. Somebody who pull me off of him will leave. I'm telling you. I'm going to hit him as many times as I can. Watch.
I'm going to hit him as many times as I can.
No, they didn't tell me to fake him. They said I could hit him for real.
They said I could hit him for real.
Yeah, they allowed me to hit him for real. If he hits me back for real, I don't give a fuck. I want him to.
I want him to. fucking hell. Oh, is this the other clip? This is Cowboy Jones fucking hyping. Here we go. We're gonna talk about receipts.
Run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. Remember what a receipt is. Give him that fucking receipt, bro.
Remember what a receipt is?
Tag his shit.
Look at this. He has a fucking army fucking medallion on him too. Either that's something to do with the army or it has something to do with fucking Budweiser. I don't know.
That's a Marine thing, I think.
Wow.
I can't see it, but it looks like a Marine
It looks
thing.
like it. It looks like an emblem or something.
Yeah.
Good job, Cowboy. You sent one of your own to the fucking grave.
Tag his shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there. Tag his shit, bro. You run out.
Tag his shit. You really, you people backstage, you wrestlers really need to shut the fuck up. You're dealing with mentally retarded deficients here. You're not dealing with fucking somebody who has it all together, obviously. If he had it all together, he wouldn't be walking the streets looking for fights with fake fighters. If he had a fucking brain cell in his head. Oh, look at that. He's a fucking high fiber to fucking Rampage. AJ Mana. Here's Rampage's thing. You want to read that?
You want me to read it?
Yeah, read it.
Hold on a second.
I'm pissed and I might do an accent that might get us kicked off the air.
All right, this is a statement from Rampage. I want to clear up misinformation on my son Raja. I have confirmed with the wrestler Stuart Smith, aka Psycho Stu, is awake and stable. Raja was unexpectedly hit in the head by him moments before the match, and Raja was told that he can get his quote unquote payback in the ring. I thought it was part of the show. It was bad judgment and a work that went wrong. Raja is an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler, and had no business being involved in an event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all. He suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything close to physical contact. As his father, I'm deeply concerned in his health and his well-being of Mr. Smith. That being said, I'm very upset that any of this happened, but my main concern now is Mr. Smith makes a speedy recovery, and I apologize on his behalf and to Kick for the situation.
Right, so I like at the end there he's trying to save his money.
Yeah.
What's this dummy?
Me off, bro. It didn't even hurt. It just pissed me off. And shit pissed me off.
Oh, the can just pissed you off, huh? Didn't even hurt, huh?
Me off, bro. It didn't even hurt. It just pissed me off. And shit pissed me off. And I'm gonna have to get them back. They said I can go in the ring and get it back. I don't even know what I'm gonna do to them. Bro, my dad can't do shit. I'm gonna fake crash out. All right, bet. Bet. You about to see how fake of a crash out I am.
You heard what he said? Someone said to him, "You're a fake crash out." He said, "I'm a fake crash out." Bet. Again, you're gonna see the escalation.
It's always been my dream to fuck up a pro wrestler for real. So I get it today.
I was gonna wait until the end of this show, right, to apologize for any of the racism that I exhibited throughout the show.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm not apologizing. Fuck you. I'm not apologizing. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say it. Right. But like because I'm like, passionate about this shit still. I don't know why. I haven't watched this fucking I haven't watched the business in fucking 10 years. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. But for some reason, when guys get into a fucking ring and put their fucking lives on the line and somebody says the worst thing I've ever heard in my life, which is,
It's always been my dream to fuck up a pro wrestler for real. So I get it today.
I think I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want
that's
in the way that I want.
there's no excusing that.
And it's fake. Why did he want to fuck up a fake guy so badly? Why do you want to fuck up a guy who's fake so badly? It's his dream.
I don't know. Maybe it's something that his father said to him or something. I don't know.
I don't know. His father was a pro wrestler.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't. He showed up for a couple of paydays, but he wasn't. He didn't wrestle.
He was a pro wrestler. Whether you're making it in MMA, whether you're doing it in the WWE, this is what I mean. It's a pro wrestler. Just because Dana hires actual pro wrestlers and Triple H hires entertaining pro wrestlers, entertainment pro wrestlers, Hollywood pro wrestlers, right? No. Everyone knows the difference here. That's why no one has the guts to call Rampage what this is. MMA is no different than pro wrestling. None. No fucking difference than pro wrestling. The only difference is that in pro wrestling, you used to be able to make more money doing less horrible shit to yourself. Between this and getting knocked the fuck out in reality and getting fucking brain trauma, like a lot of MMA guys have gotten after their first or second match. As you can see, this guy had fucking brain trauma after his first match, and that's why he lost. So, like, it's pro wrestling. It's all pro wrestling. And there's no difference. And that, if that's the mentality that Rampage is telling his kid to go in there and fucking fuck a pro wrestler up because they're pro wrestling and it's not real. It's not real. That's why we're doing this. It's not real. Holy shit. That's what I mean. Like, not you, but that's what I mean. Like, reality and fantasy are cut. No one can tell the difference. Nobody can tell their right from their left anymore.
I know.
And you see that with a guy who isn't a real fighter. He's a bum. He's a fucking scrapey bum. Who, if he didn't have a father who went out of his way to raise bail money for him at a young age, because his father knew he was going to be a hooligan. If he didn't have that, he'd be a fucking janitor at a fucking prison wearing the same fucking stripes as everybody else. Much before today. He'd be that bum. And that's the worst part, is that this is what entitled rich kids have become on this end. And there's a lot of this. Like, fuck the color of skin or whatever the fuck anyone wants to say. There's a lot of entitled rich kid mentality in this shit. Okay?
Yeah.
There's a lot of social media mentality this shit. Right? And I don't want to sound like a feminist because I'm not one, but this is what social media has created. It's what's called toxic masculinity. Where he
Like I said, it
comes
was
where he comes as a where he comes as a guest to a fucking wrestling show, and his dream is to beat the shit out of one of the competitors in the fucking ring. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
I'm sorry. Like I said, it was just it's a matter of keeping it real, and he got smacked with a beer can. It was a work beer can shot because it was like, oh, that couldn't have hurt too much, and you thought that they made it up and everything, but you thought they made up afterwards and everything, but no, everyone was like, oh man, you let him go get away with that, you bitch and everything. So it was like
the 12-year-olds in his chat are fucking
yeah.
calling him out and making him come off like a bitch. That's how we know you're a bitch, bro. That's how we know you're a bitch-made bitch. That's how we know that nobody cared about you. That's how we know nobody gave a shit. That's how we know that nobody is going to. That's how we know you're a bitch. Because you had 12-year-olds on your fucking phone gas you to fucking almost take a man's life.
Yep. And for what? Just because you had to keep it real.
Clout.
And I was gonna say something, but I forgot. No, it's just that this guy is. If you're gonna, if you really wanted to, get quote unquote get back at him or whatever, how hard is it? Just like you just smack him a couple of times. That's it.
Not only that, but like the suplex was enough.
Yeah.
Like,
of course, if I'm in the crowd, I'm clueless. I'm like, who's this guy running in?
Right.
So
they
it's
didn't
like
announce anything. I don't see any announcement. Nobody grabbed the mic and said, "Rampage Jackson's boy, you can't get into the ring." Nobody said that. The lawyer didn't come up. Peter Criss, he didn't come up.
So
anyway,
I don't know. It's just.
Let's hear what else Dr. Zayas has to say.
Am I really gonna fight him? Yeah, I'm gonna punch his ass for real. I don't believe in me getting disrespected too. I'm too nice. Bet that shit was not staged. I'm telling you that right now. How many?
That shit was not staged. He really hit me with that beer can. What the fuck? How the hell you come up to a nigga come up saying you gotta hit me with a beer can? What the fuck? Man, that beer can, I wasted that beer can. I'm a tough motherfucker. You can't stop me. I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking beat the shit out of you, motherfucker. Don't you tell me nothing. I ain't nobody's boy. Nobody fucking love me.
Subs to knock him out? That's a good question. 50 subs to knock him out. If he hits
what?
That might have been a bit much.
I don't give a shit. He wants to kill pro wrestling.
And if you're listening to him, he's saying, "Oh, give me 50 subs and I get him knocked out."
Give me 50
so
subs.
He was taking bets on it.
Yep.
Right now. How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. 50 subs to knock him out.
That's called a bounty. You know what? That's called a bounty. That's actually like if this guy, right, goes back into a coma or some shit, right? That is akin to like an assassination attempt.
Right.
He's taking a bounty. What the fuck, bro? For what? To stand hard on a bunch of 12-year-olds?
If he hits me back for real, I don't give a fuck. I want him to. Y'all want me to teabag him? People think this shit's sweet. People think this shit's a fucking game. Hey, you're right, Joe.
People think this is you said it was fucking out of liner. I told you. People think it's a fucking game. It's not a game. I'm a real man. 8-year-old's gonna tell me I'm not a man. He's remembering every white teacher he ever had. Turn in your homework, Mr. Rampage. No! I didn't do my homework. You can't make me do my homework. I'm a big man. I'm a real man. You're being held back, Mr. Rampage. No! My friends, they all gonna miss me. They all gonna go ahead of me, and I'm gonna be left behind. Everyone leave me behind. Me, my mama, my daddy, everyone leave me behind. They just put bail money up for me. They don't do nothing for me. You're getting kicked off of Kick, Mr. Rampage. No! There goes my money. Mom's money. Alright.
I gotta show him some form of respect. Then they don't train no goddamn martial arts. I'm really going to hit him. I'm telling you.
He don't train no martial arts. Yeah, that's a martial art. Fucking pounding the fucking cabbage out of somebody's fucking face. Real martial art there, buddy. Bruce Lee would be fucking proud.
What should I do, chat? Should I pick him up? Should I slam him first or hit him? W, if I should slam him first, I'm not fucking around. You don't think I can do it, Miggy? Bet. My dad can't never call me a bitch. Fuck this dude.
He's not even watching the show. I just realized that. There's too much.
He's more. He's more interested about what his chat has to say, and how many people do he have in the chat? Like, wow.
I don't know. It's a what it was, a Sunday or whatever. Kids have to go to school, don't they? It's first week of school. What the hell are all these kids doing? Suckering this Negro up for some dumbass shits.
Oh, you think he's stronger than me? All right, Suave, watch. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Suave. I bet you wouldn't be talking like this if you was in front of me, nigga. Chat, watch what I do to him.
He's fucking picking fights with people in the chat. You wouldn't talk to me if you were in front of me, in front of these fucking fake ass wrestlers, would you? Holy shit. What the fuck, bro?
Tony, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you, Tony.
A few moments later.
Yeah, I don't want to see it again.
Yeah, we've seen it enough.
Yeah. So. See this guy right here? Like you were saying on the guy that pins the makes the pin, right? That guy's
That's
just
the
trying
worst
to
part out of all.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I mean, how stupid do you have to be to do that? I mean, at some point you have to realize the whole thing is off the rails. The match is dead. So it's like, why? Who cares about the end of the match? Oh wow, I got my name's in the pin book. I got the payday.
They're gonna remember me on Wrestle Records or whatever the fuck it's called. Title Cage Wrestling.
Or what could be worse? What could be worse is he wasn't supposed to win, but he took the pin just to get the match over with.
Right.
I don't know.
Cage match wrestling would still think this match is still going on if he didn't do that, though. That's how you have to look at it.
That's what I want to know. Was he supposed to win? Was he supposed to win the match?
Right, that's the thing. Was Gonzo supposed to win the match? The referee puts up the X. And then I like how the referee is like, we put up the X, and then the guy goes for the pin. He's like, fuck it, might as well. Moondog Gonzo over here.
Well, if he's a Moondog, you're not expecting him to be that smart anyway.
There we go. sec, folks.
I'll be back in a minute. Be right back.
Oh, you're going to? Okay.
I'll be right back in a minute.
That's cool. So yeah, folks, I don't. This is like a big deal to me. I know, like it seems not. It shouldn't be a big deal. Like it's just fucking wrestling, right? But it's such a big deal to me because, like, again, wrestling is legitimately a part of my life. Where the fact that I can't get away from what happens in it, I still care about everybody that's in that fucking ring, even if I don't like them personally. I really give a shit about these guys because I've bled their shit. I've broken my bones. I've done all that shit, and I've seen these guys do a lot fucking worse for a lot less fucking attention. And I'm gonna tell you this: if this is like some publicity stunt, or if this is like some fucking schmoz or something, where we're gonna get a fucking, we're gonna get like a, I don't know, a big fucking payday out of everything here. Like, I'm gonna be fucking pissed to no fucking end. I don't want this to be some publicity stunt. I don't want this to be, because it's going on in the internet. People are talking about that right now. People are saying this is a publicity stunt, and that is impossible. I believe in a lot of crazy ass shit, but that no, no, I can't believe that this has anything to do. This is just an angry man who needed to be away from society a long time ago. And I don't like saying that. I don't like being that kind of guy. But come on, we can't allow this to happen in our society, and it really sucks to say shit like that. But we have a spoiled stars fucking kid going around and literally attempting murder on people because they've always wanted to. They've dreamt of it. It's been something that since they were a kid, and we
All right,
can't
I'm back.
allow that to be a thing. All right. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No worries. I had to take my own little break there too. So this isn't gonna last much longer, also, folks. So we're gonna be wrapping up pretty soon. This is the kid. This is the guy walking. I hate saying kid. He's not a kid. He's 25 fucking years old. So he's gonna end up in fucking. Let's say. I hope he ends up in. I hope he ends up in pound me in the ass prison. Let's say. But here he is walking away from the event after the fucking crime scene occurred.
Tired of motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them little bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'ma stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Come on, man. We can leave it.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Where the fuck were you when this guy was fucking wailing hands on everybody? Fucking Fury motherfucker, baseball wannabe motherfucker. Get the hell out of here.
Hey, man, we're walking away, bro. Let's not take it serious. Let's go. Come on, Roger. Let's go. Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Roger, let's go. Roger, I'm telling you, let's go. You listen to me. Listen to me, Roger. You need to listen to me right now, Roger. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck. You guys trying to jump me and shit?
Let's go.
You ain't gonna do shit to me, bro.
Let's go,
you can't do shit to me. You can't fuck with me, bro.
Let's go.
You can't fuck with me.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, you chop.
He was all amped up and everything.
Yeah. All right, so
And
that's the end of that. I really have nothing else to say about it. I'm kind of over it now. I've said a lot about it, and I Tried to be as open and honest as I could without really degenerating myself. But this man's a monster. The police need to find him. He needs to be buried underneath the prison, and we never have to. We should never hear his name ever again. We should. This is what we. This is people. This is what people should mean when we say dead name. When we have somebody like this, we bury them under the prison, and we never speak their name again. They never existed. That's how we're going to get a perfect society here, folks. That's my 2 cents. I hope Psycho Stu is safe. Prayers for him.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully it's not the those were some bad shots he took, but hopefully it's nothing too serious. And there's already a GoFundMe for him. And Mr. Beast, if you know who, I assume you know who Mr. Beast is.
Of course.
I think Mr. Beast has said he'll pay for his medical bills and stuff.
Wow. This dude fucked this guy up so badly that Mr. Beast got involved. Mr. Beast is out there fucking trying to save Africa from not finding a glass of water. And he's gonna take his time and fucking help this dude. So good ups on Mr. Beast for that. And that's how fucking hard this shit hits. Like again, I don't know about like the socioeconomic factors of shit or anything, but I think both of us, and I think most people will agree that this kind of behavior, red, yellow, black, or white, is not tolerable in an actual free and safe society. And this kind of behavior needs to be nipped in the bud even before it starts to fucking fester. I don't know how you do that.
I don't know either.
So, but it's a sad fucking day. And again, it's not going to stop people from watching tonight on Raw. It's not going to stop people from watching wrestling at all. It's not going to stop people from watching, but it's going to stop people from wanting to participate, wanting to actually have something to do with it. Because we've allowed a business to be completely run by children. And those children don't care who comes backstage anymore. And I'm not saying these guys are kids. I'm saying that these guys are irresponsible. Everybody in this entire story is irresponsible. Even Stu. Yeah. To a small, infinitesimal degree, even Stu.
But it wasn't his fault. He just did a.
He was working. He's doing his job. He was doing his job. He was working. And some people don't know the difference between a work and a shoot. Some people have never seen a real fight that get into this business.
It's like Hulk Hogan said. He said, "Don't get yourself worked into a shoot, brother."
Right. That's what happened here. Everyone here got worked into a shoot. Everyone. The whole way through. From Psycho Stu hitting the can to fucking the Samoan SWAT member fucking not taking any of this shit seriously. I don't know what he said to the guy backstage. I don't know what he said to Raja backstage, but he's obviously fucking didn't give a shit what the hell is going on. Up to Raja's 12-year-olds to fucking needling him to fucking be a man and prove his balls. I don't know what Raja needs to prove balls to 12-year-olds for, but there you go. And Raja being quite honestly, the dumbest human being alive. It's like I said, it's a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah.
And I hope I hope wrestling can survive this because it doesn't. We don't know it now, but this is going to be like when kids were like suplexing each other and killing each other, like pretending to do tombstones on each other and shit. It's gonna be like back then when there was like 3 kids who decided to just do tombstone. Remember that? I'm not crazy, right? Remember the kids? They were doing. It was like in 1990. It was in the 90s, and I mean it's been a periodic thing. The kids who would like one kid I remember particularly like did a pile driver or a tombstone on his little brother and killed him. Right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not crazy to remember that. And I'm just afraid that that's what I think this is going to be. It's not going to be like the usual. You're not going to go to another fucking. Those people in that crowd are never going to another live event ever. They may never go to another flea market. So, yeah, live attendance for indie wrestling is going to drop significantly because of this, and that's what I'm afraid of.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad, but
maybe not there, but here, yeah. And there's not nearly enough wrestling fans to support as many promotions as there tries to be here. Here is because over there in the East, right? You're trying to get into wrestling to get into the WWE, right?
Yeah.
Here, you're not trying to get into the WWE. You're trying to get on television.
Right.
That's the difference. Is here you're not trying to get to the WWE. You could. That'd be a great way to go. But here you're trying to get on TV. You're trying to get on in Hollywood. That's why there's wrestling promotions here because you get to show off stunt work and you get to show off all this stuff and show that you draw a crowd and everything else. And it's television for us. It's not
right.
It's not like trying to join a wrestling promotion. So that's why Gorilla was such a big deal. Not because Gorilla had a whole bunch of really great had a bunch of great talent or anything run by a forward thinking genius like Mike Quackenbush. Right?
Not Shakara.
Oh yeah, that's right. Not the
Pro
other one.
Wrestling Girl was run by Super Dragon, wasn't it?
That's Dragons, yeah, Dragons.
Man.
Well, I mean, it was like the Briscoes, right? They would just tag team and fucking go back and forth between each other.
Yeah.
But like that's what Gorilla was. Gorilla was an indie promotion that you could have legitimate wrestling matches in, but it was mostly as for producer work. They wanted fucking Hollywood producers to come in and watch indie wrestling. So. Long, far away times that'll never come back, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we're glad you came by, folks. Sorry it was such a bad fucking thing. And again, I guess I'll try to apologize by not being so egregious next time. But let's hope this never happens again. And again, like I said, thoughts and prayers to Psycho Stu. I'm sure there's plenty of charities out there you could probably give to, including Mr. Beast's thing. So you can go and find that. I'll probably go and find something, but I don't know how to promote all that. So, yeah. Here in San Francisco, it's Eddy.
And here in here in New York, it's JD.
This is IWC Coast to Coast. Thanks for listening.